back, and thank you for staying tuned. We now shift focus and look at matters to do with network marketing. That is, of course, a business module. And I want you just to sort of put this into perspective. Over about 25 million Kenyans use scratch cards. And every time you buy a scratch card for 100 shillings, you lose 10 shillings. This goes to some of the distributors, the marketers. And today on Good Morning Kenya, we want to help you understand how you can be able to save this 10 shillings through this business model that is network marketing. And for more insight on this, in studio I am now joined by Peter Massawa, who is the Managing Director of Pillar Technology. That is an organization that has partnered with Orange Mobile Company to empower you to get into self-employment and be able to make a commission out of this. Remember, you can get to ask any questions. You can get to interrogate Peter, who is with us in studio, by texting us on the numbers 20511, or you can just send us an email on gmk@kbc.co.ke. But for now, let's first meet Peter, who is with us in studio. Welcome to Good Morning Kenya, Peter.
Good morning. Thank you.
Briefly tell us about yourself before we talk about network marketing.
My name is Peter Massawa. I'm the Managing Director. And of course, I am also the founder of that company. Before starting Pillar Technologies, I worked for Standard Chartered Bank for 13 years. I had the opportunity to work in Kenya, to work in Nigeria, and to work in South Africa. In Kenya, I was involved a lot with direct banking, which deals with ATMs and deals with direct sales, in addition to running branches in the country. And that's when I drove ATMs, make it profitable. I introduced direct sales in banking to get bankers to go out and sell the first time, and made it a huge success in this country. And went to Nigeria, started retail banking for Standard Chartered Bank, and went later on to South Africa, where I headed human capital development in 13 African countries, working on strategy on how to be able to capture these markets. So with that experience in banking, and of course, when you're in banking, you discover key thing is incomes for people. I had this passion to do something where we would be able to create wealth for our own people, being in a continent that has a lot of resources and a lot of opportunities. And that is when I left to start Pillar Technologies and get into network marketing.
All right. What would make you leave the banking sector and start your own business? I mean, how long did it take you to make that decision? Because obviously people listening to you are thinking you had a successful career in banking. How courageous were you to leave and go and start your own organization where you were going in to start a very different concept in the country?
Yes, being an international staff with the bank exposed me a lot to travel, international travel. And there's one thing you get out there when you're traveling a lot, the fact that Africans on average are not trusted. People think you're coming from a very poor continent because what people see in the media is normally wars and poverty and starvation. And I felt we needed to do something ourselves as Africans. It's different when you are Christian and you believe everybody needs to get an opportunity and you have the knowledge of what you can do. It ceases to be selfish, where you're looking at you being wealthy alone in the kind of job that I was holding, which is of course a good job. So I needed to do something that would of course help more people be wealthy as well and create wealth for themselves. So the movement was a movement that I knew or believed very strongly would empower Kenyans and would empower me as well. Number two, you realize most of the wealth is created through business ownership and not necessarily employment.
Be an employer, not an employee.
Not an employee. Good, yes. Right. And so I needed to do something that would make we in Kenya be employers and not necessarily always employees. And you know, one of the things that you need to do is to think of distribution. Companies produce products and services to sell them, to distribute them. So if you can provide a solution for distribution, you're going to be able to help people be employers. That is what really drove me. You're going to give people opportunities for the rest of their lives, and not just the people, even you yourself, you're going to create that opportunity for yourself. And this, for me, looked bigger. And therefore, that is why I felt, let me go and start something which, of course, at the start looks small, The way we say, you start small in network marketing and build big.
What is network marketing? Just try to simplify it for our viewers.
Yes. Network marketing is a process within which you are selling a product through the use of word of mouth. You don't use advertising to sell that product or create awareness. You, the person selling, you're the one who is doing this. You don't use other distribution channels. You, the person selling, you're the one who is moving the product from point A to point B. So you're dealing with the company directly. That is what network marketing is all about. So what happens in network marketing, the company therefore comes up with a compensation plan for the individuals who are involved. Because they are moving products, they are doing the advertising, they are doing the sales, what happens is all the money that would have gone into those activities are given to this individual to enable them do the business. Yes.
All right. Sort of tell us what exactly your company, Pillar Technology, is doing as regards network marketing, your partnership with Orange Company.
Thank you. Now, what we in Pillar Technologies are doing is that we have a technology, and it's good stating here that this technology is very unique, the only one of its kind in the world, that is able to link the customer, that end user, with the company itself, the telecoms company, in this case Orange. And when you link the customer, you see ordinarily airtime passes through a number of stages. We use in this market, the biggest use is on scratch cards. It comes from the telecommunication company, goes through a distributor, goes through an agent, then goes through a retailer, then finally to the customer. Now, if you can focus on this customer and make this customer be the distributor, to be helping the company do the promotion, and also use a cheaper mode of distribution, instead of using scratch cards for airtime, to use virtual airtime, you're going to be able to empower this distributor, this customer. So that is the relationship, that is the partnership we have with Orange. We are linking the final distributor with Orange, the company, and in between, this distributor now makes a commission from their own airtime. This is what's happening. So we're making them sub-dealers. So everybody becomes a sub-dealer. That is what the partnership is. Yes.
If you could just tell us how exactly does that, go with in terms of trying to create employment for the youth, and as well as trying to empower Kenyans to be able to use this concept, the network marketing in itself.
Good. Now, what is happening is, today in this country, we have a lot of youths who have no jobs. We have a lot of women who are looking for opportunities. They're in the rural areas, they're in urban centers, single mothers. We have a lot of people in employment who are not making enough in terms of being able to meet their basic needs or all the basic requirements, and yet they all are using airtime. They all have mobile phones. Now, if you're looking for a product that would be able to empower an individual, that everybody can be involved in selling or using, it's airtime in Kenya today. In fact, it's probably more essential sometimes than food. People will top up, yet they don't even have food. So now you have this youth who has not had an opportunity. This youth who has a line, has a mobile phone. This youth can now be able to register through our system, the technology that Pillar provides that links this individual with Orange. And when this youth registers, this youth now at that point in time has a business right there, because they get a powerful system on the background. They're able to see who their customers are. They're able to see how much stock the customer is used. When you're talking about stock here, is airtime. Is able to see how much commission they're making from that. And when the other customer they've introduced to the concept goes out and introduces somebody, they're able to see the person who is introduced, where they are, the airtime they've loaded, and it continues that way. And now, from every airtime that individual loads, this person gets a commission, and it continues. The chain continues to a prescribed level. We prescribe it to 12 levels based on the commission that Orange is giving us. Now, this youth who's been having nothing to do, who probably is going to think of getting into crime, all of a sudden now has a business in their hand all of a sudden can go out and begin selling the concept to others and getting others to do the same that they are doing. This lady, this single mother who does not have an opportunity, now has an opportunity. From the same airtime they've been buying that has not been earning them, now that airtime has become a business and is creating a lot of income for them. That is what it's doing today. In fact, we have a lot of youths who have gotten into the business and is changing their lives. We have a lot of employed people who are in the business and is changing their lives. We have a lot of mothers and retirees. That's another segment that, again, we don't focus on. A lot of retirees in this country don't have opportunities for income. Yet at old age is when you have health problems, you have more needs for money, but you no longer have an income. We now have a lot of retirees in this business. It's changing their lives. And the concept is so simple because the product they're using or they're selling and promoting is a product they need and they're always using. Yes.
All right. Obviously, this is a concept which has been in Kenya since the 90s, but how fast is the industry appreciating it? How well do people understand what network marketing is all about, and how can you be sure to succeed in it once you begin?
Good. The industry is growing. You see, the thing about network marketing is that network marketing, you start small and you grow very big, and you can make huge incomes. Now, anytime you have such a concept, people would look at it and feel like this is not something good, because our society believes that you must work so hard to be able to make any money, that there's no way you can have systems or technology that can be able to do that. So the acceptance has been slow. Unlike in the developed world, forget about even going to the US or Asian countries. Right here in South Africa, network marketing is taken in very seriously. It is a profession. It's one of those things that one of the best universities you have around the world, I mean in Africa, let me talk about, WITS, is covering in their MBA class. Now, because they know the power of distribution, and network marketing is about distribution. Kenya has also had a bad history because when you look at the way network marketing works, people who are crafty and have evil intentions have come up with other things and told people this is network marketing, pyramid schemes. And because our people don't take time to read and understand, even to know what they're doing, they jump in. People need to understand that network marketing is about dealing with a genuine product, understanding where the product is coming from, and knowing where the money is being made. Network marketing is not about investing money. It's about a business. In our case, it's a business of airtime distribution. That is what it is. And the moment you understand that, then you know what it is. But when you don't understand that, then you fail getting it. You register once, and the rest is about you working smart. And that is why in the rest of the world, it's very popular, it's growing. It's one of those things we have to take up here also very strongly.
I think one of the reasons why we see a lot of skepticism when it comes to network marketing has got a lot to do with what people would call the entry costs. The amount of money that I have to put to be able to register to be a member, for example, or to try and sell your product. How much will I be putting in? So tell us a little bit about that.
Good. In network marketing, entry cost should never be a barrier. Entry cost has to be very low. Then you know you're dealing with the right thing. Number two, you don't have to be asked to pay more money again other than you using the product. That is what it's supposed to be like. Now, if you look at what we do in Pillar Technologies, we use a rallying call, DIPEC. DIPEC means Direct Intervention Program for Empowering Kenyans. Why do we use that rallying call? The entry point is very low to start your business. It's only 2,985. With 2,985, you own a state-of-the-art system that is going to be able to track all your business and be able to pay all your commissions, and you'll be able to tell what's going on from any part of the country where you are, so long as you're building customers. So the entry point is very low. It allows everybody. We are allowing the maid, we are allowing the unemployed person, we are allowing the senior company executive, we are allowing the university professor, we are allowing the lecturer, we are allowing all these guys to be able to enter because of that entry point.
Do you charge a premium for training?
We don't charge a single coin for training. In fact, network marketing training is probably one of the best. I've learned more in network marketing, honestly, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to some aspects of dealing with people, than I learned in banking. Because here you are leading people out of their own interest. And we don't charge a single coin for that. Training is done for free. We want everybody to be knowledgeable, because the moment you understand it, you're going to make it a huge success. You're going to empower a lot more people in this country. That is the power of it. That's why we don't charge at all. Yes.
We'll be looking at the legal risks in just a minute, but before we get there, I mean, how do you identify a good network opportunity, and also how do you make sure that you do not get broke once you go into network marketing? You may start with 100 clients, but after that, how do you sustain yourself in this business?
Good. Number one, the first question you've asked is how do you identify a good network marketing opportunity? A good network marketing opportunity is based on the product that is being sold or being distributed. If the product is a product that people use, you straight away can tell there is market potential there. If a product is a product that people don't use, then there is no market potential there. So start with the product. That is very, very important. What product are we selling? Is it a product that people will want? Number two, look at what the company uses. What systems is the company providing? Is the system a system that you're able to really see what you're talking about? Is it a system that is transparent? Is it a system that anybody, whatever the level of education, I use that, whatever the level of education, they would be able to look and say, this is a true good system? Systems are very important because you're tracking a business here. Remember, network marketing has no boundaries. You would be in Nairobi and you have your business running in Kisumu, is running in Mombasa, is running in Nyeri, and it's happening today. So the system must be robust. The system must be a system that is really explainable to anybody. Yeah? So once you understand those, the next thing is entry point. What is the entry point? Is this entry point an entry point that people can afford, or will it be a barrier to entry for the people who would want to get involved? That is the other thing, because network marketing is about involving as many people as you can. In a country like Kenya, you want everybody who has a mobile phone to be doing it, because they're going to be making money from their own airtime. So you need to look at that. Once you've picked all those and you can be able to tick them, you then can move on and do it. The next question you've asked is what do you do to make sure you don't run broke? Not run broke, the thing is people need to have knowledge, and that is why we train our people, and we do it for free. In network marketing, you must be a mentor, you must be a motivator. You must understand that, because if you don't understand that, you're going to have a problem when you are rejected. Rejection should never affect you. The negative things people say should never affect you. You must understand all that will happen, yeah? And so long as you understand that, you're able to motivate your teams, you're able to motivate the people you work with, and all that you can get is business growing and flowing. Very, very important. I thank God I have a sales background. When I started direct sales in banking, that was unheard of. So you can imagine what pain and pressures we went through. But out of that experience, I learned accepting rejection. And I've always shared that experience with people. That will make sure you succeed. You need to be self-driven. It's a business like any other. It's a business with a lot of potential. And because of that potential, you expect to have a lot of challenges. You expect to have a lot of hurdles. And so long as you're clear, those hurdles will come and you know how you'll overcome them, that is fine. Yes.
All right. I want to sort of look at, sometimes when we talk about network marketing, there's always the mystery about the product that you're selling. There's always the mystery about the company. How do you get the people to get information regarding, the product, the company, in such a way that they can be able to, sort of compare? If I work with you, I will be able to make more than if I worked with another company that was selling a beauty product, or if I went even into insurance. How is that working for people who want to join network marketing, but they're not certain on which line to venture into?
Good. You see, because network marketing, you are your own boss, and you are running your own business in this case. What network marketing does is that it has to create the numbers to show you the potential. It's different from when you're joining a company where you are told you're starting off as a clerk, for example, and you become an assistant manager or a supervisor, then an assistant manager, then a manager, yes, then one day you become a director or something like that, a defined hierarchy. In network marketing, that hierarchy is based on the income that you're able to make based on the numbers and the potential. In our case, we work that income based on airtime consumption. We show you the population that we have in the country, and we show you the potential of you being able to make X amount of money if you can be able to build a good customer base. So once you're able to show that, it works. And why do we do that? Everything that you see around you is as a result of thought. Thinking is what creates a big building. Thinking is what creates a big technology. Through our thinking, we've created engines for motor vehicles, we've created aeroplanes, and through that thinking, anything that you can work out mathematically can be achieved. And we use the same concept to show people that that is achievable. And the people who have been able to see that have done it, and it's working. They are achieving it. That is the power of network marketing. And that is why we talk about it's able to empower. It works.
Even as it empowers, let's shift focus and sort of look at, some of the legal risks. Of course, when we talk about a shop, I will go into a shop, I will buy my sugar, and the shop owner will be able to account and say, I made 2 shillings out of the sugar that she bought. But when you're talking about network marketing, it means there is a long chain. A lot of people are involved in it. So how is it that you're able to legally account for what is happening, and also to ensure that an agent doesn't claim ignorance because they also don't know where the person who they're dealing with lives or even works? You're sort of like a ghost.
Yeah. Now, the question you're asking is very valid, because people need to understand the chain, and that is where we come in, the technology that we are using. Before I started this company and started this concept, I had to make sure that everything that happens, you as the owner of the business, you're able to see it from any part of the country. So you have a system here that tracks everything for you. In fact, interestingly enough, a number of Kenyans have tested our systems. They go sit in a corner somewhere, arrange themselves and register themselves in a line to see whether the airtime they are talking about, the registration is all going to be captured. And then they find everything is captured, recorded the way it is instantly. They're able to see that. Yeah, that is one very important thing, technology that the company uses to ensure all this is accounted for. Number 2, the way the airtime commission is also calculated, even that is worked there. You're able to see how much airtime the individual loaded, and therefore the commission that is due to you. That is what we have. The system that we have accounts for everything that is happening within your business. Is so transparent and is so powerful. In fact, most of the professionals who have gotten into the business have gotten into the business by simply seeing the kind of system that we are using, the kind of technology that we are using. It captures everything.
In this line of business, what are some of the challenges that one should expect once they go into network marketing?
Once you go into network marketing, the challenges are, I'll start with the ones that are self-inflicted. A lot of people think when they're running their own businesses, then they can afford to oversleep, then they can afford to relax. So we have a lot of self-inflicted problems or challenges whereby we are not disciplined, we are not taking the business seriously. That is one of the challenges. Number 2, the other challenge is individuals not wanting to change from old habits. What are the old habits? The old habits are, if this is a product that you've been using and you're supposed to use it, go ahead and use it. Don't forget about it and use what you're using before. Yeah, people need to get that. The other challenge I want to talk about are now external challenges. In a market like ours, we don't have enough critical mass of successful networkers. The end result is people look at it like an opportunity for people who don't have opportunities. It's because you can't make it out there, now you're in network marketing. The answer to that is no. Actually, people who really believe in success do network marketing. That is why Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump will tell you if they were to start again, they would do it in network marketing. Now, those are things people have to be prepared for. Rejection is another challenge. You're going to be rejected. You're going to be told, why don't you look for a serious job? Why? Because the society does not know it. Yeah? While it's a serious job like any other, in fact, is more serious if you really looked at it in terms of its potential than any other. So once individuals are aware of that, they need to go prepared. You'll even be told this is a pyramid scheme. You will be told that. Now, if you don't know what a pyramid scheme is, and if you don't know what you're dealing in, you'll be like, oh, I'm in trouble here. This is what I thought I was going to be told. And that's why the Bible says it. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Yeah? You need to be knowledgeable. We give people enough knowledge. We give you enough training. We give you enough in terms of even the system that you're using that is so powerful that if you demonstrate it to anybody, they'll be able to see exactly what is going on. Once you're prepared for that, nothing is going to shake you. But if you don't have that, if you don't listen to the training, if you're not disciplined, if you don't wake up early in the morning like everybody else and work with a plan and a program and set your goals, because once you're in network marketing, you must set your goals and set your goals and work towards them. Then you'll be like everybody else.
It means you have to be aggressive to look for more clients if you want to make money.
Good.
But do we see a lot happening? Do we see many people, once I've gotten 100 clients, I might just sit and say, now let the money work for me.
Okay. In network marketing, there comes a point when the money will work for you. And that's why we talk about wealth creation. Of course, in wealth creation, we go through the 3 stages. First of all, you must earn it. You must be able to earn that money that takes care of you, your basic needs, your shelter, whatever you're looking at. Then you must be able to save it. The money has to grow to a point where you have something extra that you can save. And then the third, you must be able to invest it. You must be able to put the money aside and invest. And we take people through all these trainings. I've summarized that. Now, you must know, and that's why we tell every networker to set goals. At what stage can you sit back and say, now I've made money, I can relax, let my money work for me? You must understand that point. Because everybody, if you work hard, you'll hit that point. So long as you have a system that is working well, so long as you have a product that is in demand, you will hit that point. So we do tell people not to aim so low, and that is why goals are important. But aim for that point wherein your money is going to work for you. Have that understanding. That is what happens. But when you don't set goals, you will never know at what stage you would have to slow down and have your money work for you. Yes.
All right. At Pillar Technologies, you've partnered with Orange, but we do know Equity has put a disclaimer that there's no partnership with the organization. Can you kindly just tell us what that is all about?
Yes. Equity has put a disclaimer, which I agree with. Equity is a bank, and they need to make the public know that they are not the ones who are accountable or responsible for the monies that are going to be paid. They don't give us the product. The product is given by Orange, which is airtime. What they do is they run the money payment system, Orange Money. So we send members to Equity for Orange Money registration. That is what happens. But unfortunately, in everything where there is communication, communication can go bad. What happens? Some members, instead of explaining the business concept well to everybody, they will tell you go and the bank will explain it to you, which is wrong. And that means the bank has to make it very clear that really they are not the ones who are involved. So that disclaimer is valid. I agree with it and is okay. It's not a bad disclaimer. They don't have anything negative that I can talk about. All there is it's important for everybody who is in the business to know what product you are dealing in and who are the partners. Orange is supplying the product, it's airtime, and the bank is providing the payment system.
You talked about misconception around the network marketing, but what level, how aware is the public about network marketing, and specifically how exactly this kind of business model operates? Do you think the level of awareness is good enough for people to sort of venture into this as a business, like you say it is?
Good. The level of awareness of network marketing in this country is very, very low. Why do I say it's very low? It's because the concept that we are using in Pillar Technologies I've had people travel from outside the country. I have people look at it from the US, have people look at it from Europe, and they've been very clear. Peter, this is very powerful. It would work very well. Then you'd expect a lot of youths in universities and colleges to be doing this to be able to supplement their incomes. The opposite is what you see. The youths don't understand this, and they still are depending on their parents to support them when they have mobile phones and they're using airtime. And that is because of the level of awareness, which is very low in this market. And that's one thing we are working on, because we want to make sure that each and every individual is aware of this. We are training people every day in most of the major towns in this country, just to ensure people understand this. The other problem that we have, I would say, is our education system, unfortunately. We are not training our people to be entrepreneurs. We are not training people to own their businesses. We are training people to be employed. So everybody is focused on being employed at the end of training and not thinking of owning a business at the end of training. So those things come into play. And therefore, if you're going to tell an individual about owning your own business, which is an additional business, they don't see it because they've been conditioned to see a job. That is what's happening. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but I can just give you one opportunity to tell Kenyans what they need to understand about network marketing and, of course, what you're doing as Pillar Technology to encourage this.
Now, Kenyans need to understand that network marketing is real. It's a real profession, and you're able to start small and grow big. Kenyans need to participate in network marketing in a big way. With us in Pillar Technologies, we use DIPEC, and we are telling you this is going to change your life.
DIPEC is
the Direct Intervention Program for Empowering Kenyans. That is the rallying call. That is true, is real. Every coin that we promise you there is there. Every shilling is there. You will see it working. Today it's changing lives around the country. It is growing. And I want Kenyans to be open-minded. Let them have a mind like a parachute. You know, when you open up a parachute, it works. When you open up your mind, it's going to work. You're going to see you're losing an opportunity. You're going to see the money you've been throwing away. You're going to be able to make it. This is real. This is working. Network marketing is one industry that has created more millionaires in the world than any other single industry. We are doing it today in Pillar Technologies. We are doing it today with DIPEC. People can come to our offices in Anniversary Towers. Today we are in 680 Hotel from 1 p.m. Let them participate. There is no better opportunity to empower one another in this country than you can with network marketing, and we have it.
All right. Thank you, Peter Massawa, the Managing Director of Pillar Technologies, an organization that has partnered with Orange Mobile Company to empower you to get into self-employment. And just like you said, network marketing is basically a model in which a sales person recruits another salesperson to a business and gets a commission out of them, and in every other sale that one of the persons they have recruited makes. So it's an idea you should think about, and like he says, it's a business, so you need to be dedicated if at all you want to realize returns from this kind of business module. Well, that's where we call it a day here on Good Morning Kenya. Thank you so much for keeping us company since we began at 8 a.m. On behalf of the entire crew, do have yourself a lovely morning. My name is Catherine Achenga. Let's meet again tomorrow.